Letterkenny. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm not even a fully qualified comedian. I was just sent here tonight by Floss. Just doing a few minutes. The rest of the night and going for messages, making tea, shit like. Does anybody want that from Abracadabra? What? You'll have to give me the exact money. I will lose your change. It's a false way. So, just before I'm bored already. Just before I start, I have to let you know I'm filming this on my camera from down the back. Don't look, just trust me. I might put it up on YouTube if it's funny. It's a first time for everything. If don't laugh yet. If anyone does not want to be identified on film, maybe you're supposed to be in work or you're here on a romantic getaway with an ex and you don't want your wife to see. Although if you're on a romantic getaway to Letterkenny, your relationship's fucked anyway. If anybody does not want to be identified on film, just let me know now. You can get one of these off me. You just leave it here for the rest of the night. Just made that joke up now. No, they're actually cut-offs from a burqa factory. I didn't want to waste old material. I'm glad you laughed. I did that joke last week at a gig in England, and the entire audience went, whoa. As if I offended clothing somewhere. Or if you prefer instead, you can have the more traditional blurred face. It's up to yourself. No, don't worry by the way, it's not 40 minutes of this shit. I have jokes. They're my two best jokes, but anyway. So, it's great to be, you can probably tell from my accent by the way, I am only interested in people for what I can get out of them. It's good to be back in Ireland. I haven't really been away, like when I come up from Dublin today, it's just, you have to drive, you know, through England. It's good to be back here again where my money is good. So I don't know, is there anybody here from Dublin? No. Just, it's a whole, well, where I live as a whole, it's kind of, I live in a place called Ballymun, which it has a reputation. It's pretty rough and fucking miserable. I'll give you an idea. The Donegal equivalent would be Northern Ireland. It's that level of rough. You know what I mean? It's kind of. Fuck it off. I don't give a shit. I have a car right outside when this is over. I'm going to be offending a lot more of you by the end of the night. It's starting on me. Yeah, it's I don't know. Dublin's a kind of a. I live in a rough. I had long hair for most of my life, and I just had to get it cut because you can't attract attention. All you hear is you're walking around the kind of place I live with long hair. You just hear, "Here, get a haircut, man!" Every fucking time you go out, and you have to respond with something offensive. You know, like. Your mother fillets tramps or something. Sure, that goes over the heads of most 8-year-olds. Look at you. I had an 8-year-old come up to me one day. He's like, "Here, mister, get a haircut." I just shouted back, "Get a dab." He went off crying. Fuck him. Seriously, fuck him. The little bastard will probably try and stab me in about 6 years. I might as well get a preemptive dig in while I'm still young enough to run away from the fucker. 44 now. I don't have many years of running left in me. Try to be a bit intimidating, like in your head thinking you look like Wolverine. That doesn't work either. I'm not trying to look like Wolverine, by the way. I just really like beards, but I also enjoy ice cream. This is the handiest thing I could come up with. So yeah, 44, fucking hell. I'm starting to feel it now. It's kind of, once you pass 40, you're fucked. You know, because you realise, shit, the first 40 years have just pissed by, done nothing. I assume the next 40 you're going to piss by. Do I just start acting 80 now? Do I pick a style of dress now to stick to for the rest of my life? Do I look at other 80-year-olds to see what, like, the only 80-year-old I ever knew was my granny, right? And she's not 80 now, obviously. Well, she's dead, but you know. It's the first time I haven't gotten a laugh for her. She's dead. Obviously dead grannies is a touchy subject up in Donegal, I don't know. She used to do this thing a lot of that older age group used to do. She basically stand in her kitchen all fucking day making banana sandwiches with a fork. I don't know, it mushes it, so I don't know. And just singing songs to herself. All day. Songs from the dawn of time I have never heard before or since. I don't know if it was an attempt by old people to keep music alive before they invented vinyl. She's there kind of with the fork, mashing the bananas, you know. I'll take the high road, you take the low. Yeah. You let them away with it because they're old. But it just begs the question, is that what we're going to be like when we're that age, with contemporary music? Are we going to be there in 2055, walking around our grandkids' kitchens one day, mashing banana, singing away, you know, I kissed a girl and I liked it. It lacks dignity. That's how you know I'm over 40. That's the most modern song I know. I don't know any Lady Gaga. In fact, I just really called her Radio Gaga. We'll have to change all the old sayings as well to suit this generation. So that one day in the far future you'll have old sayings like, a watched torrent never download. Who the fuck drinks tea anymore, do you know what I mean? I don't know, it's if you're visiting Dublin, don't. The junkies are now it's about 1-to-1 ratio of junkies and the rest of us, and of the rest of us, half of them are drunks. It's junkies just, because they just come up to you constantly, you know, kind of, yeah. What annoys me about them is they're completely unaware there's a recession on. By the way, is the recession here? It looks fairly healthy, I'm gonna admit. There's very few shops that look closed down. You know, Pat still has his pizza, and fucking Jerry still has his barber. And he still has her flowers. They're fucking... This is what annoys me in Dublin, is that the junkies are completely unaware there's a recession. When they come up looking for money, they're still operating under 2008 prices. You know what I mean? They come, here, would you have a euro? Fucking euro. If I give him a euro, he now has a euro. I don't. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not giving my hard-earned money to somebody to blow on drugs when I don't even have fucking money to blow on drugs. Wasn't a joke. Haven't had a drink or a drug in a month. I'm gonna be honest, I've never been this fucking aware in my life. Now you can't say no to them, because then you get into a fist fight on the Lewis track. You're me. If you're visiting Dublin and you get approached, here's how you deal with them. You can't say yes or no when they come looking for change. You have to confuse the fuck out. It's the only way to deal with it, and I discovered this completely by accident. You just talk back to them as if you're singer-songwriter Tom Waits. It just cuts through the shit. This guy came up to me, it was about 4 months ago. He came up to me on the street, and it was kind of, you know, yeah, can you give me some change? And something inside me just snapped. I just went, I can't give you any change, but I can give you some difference. What? That sleepy look they have. Served with a slice of lemon and the bitter taste of a faded dream. you're just fucking weird, I don't know. It's the only way to deal with them. You need a bit of confidence to pull it off, that's the only thing. I've never even done it in real life, that's just a joke. It's the magic gone. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think what to talk to you. I did mention that I'm fucking aware at the minute. I don't drink anymore, and by the way, I don't get preachy about it because I do like to smoke a lot of stuff. But it's kind of, I don't know. It's very fucking hard to give up drink in this country. Like or at least it was when I gave it up 10 years ago. It aroused the same level of suspicion as in the film Highlander when his village find out he's immortal. You know that kind of... I think there's some sort of witchcraft. Bond's not drinking. We kill him. No, we'll banish him. Go off and live in England for 8 years just so you can stop fucking drinking. I don't know. As far as I know, I'm alcoholic. Well, as far as my family and friends know, I'm alcoholic. I don't know. It's very hard to find out if you're alcoholic in this country because the standard is not that fucking high. You know, it's different. Like it's kind of, you know, you got to fuck up really bad for another Irish person to take you aside and go, listen, I think you might be drinking a bit too much. So come on down to the pub, we'll talk about it. Like, I mean, I don't know if anyone here, I doubt there's even fucking AA in fucking Letterkenny. It's not like there's fucking nothing else to do if you don't drink. It's just, you're living here and you're alcoholic, you just go, fuck it, alright, I'll just drink till I die in 10 years, that's fine. It's, because this is the problem, I did go to AA and all that kind of shit just to find out, but the problem with all that is it's designed by Americans for Americans. There is a huge difference between what constitutes a drink problem here and in America. Do we have any Americans here? Tourist capital of the world, right? Kinda, if you have 7 or 8 pints in one session, anywhere in America, somebody will approach you at the bar and go, I think you could have a problem, buddy. That's not a normal amount to drink. Only in an American accent. But like 7 or 8 pints here is just on my way home from work. Get up and go to work in the morning. Or if you're from Dublin, I'm on my way into work. Doesn't mean you have a problem. I got given this leaflet to test me for alcoholism. It was 20 yes or no questions. And I was told if I answered yes to 3 of them, I was fucked. Yeah, I answered yes to 19 of them, by the way. I think the only one I said no to was the one involving murder, and even then I can't be 100% certain. There's a lot of blackouts. But the first 2 questions is shit anyone that drinks does. It doesn't mean you're alcoholic. Maybe in America it does, but here, question 1 was, have you ever drank on your own? Who fucking hasn't? You know what I mean? You might have a drink on your own while you're getting ready to meet your friends on a Saturday night, you know, or a pint before a job interview. I don't know why I picked you out there particularly. Doesn't mean you have a fucking problem, you know. But question 2 is the one that got, by the way, I'm not going to go through all 20 questions here, it's not meeting, it's not a surprise meeting. My name's Robbie, and but question 2, right? This was on a leaflet in Ireland. Question 2 was, have you ever missed work because of drink? We only work to pay for the fucking drink in the first place. You know what I mean? Voodoo, drink isn't making you work. You only work to pay for it. Trust me, if you gave up drink tomorrow, you would leave your job by Monday. Pursue your dream to be a stand-up comedian. It hasn't been going so well the last few years. We'll get to that. Anyway, I don't know. I've had a few. I gave up booze back in 2003. In the last kind of 2 or 3 years, I've had a few fucking relapses, and it never ends well. But it's funny the little things that get you drinking again. Like I've been through shit in the last few years. I've been beaten up and hospitalised. I've had a breakup with a very long-term thing. I've a few fucking insane relationships with women. Didn't drink on any of it. I fucking got through it. Then one day I'm walking around Dublin and I see a poster of Yoda advertising Vodafone. You just go, fuck this shit, the human race has no integrity left anymore. We've gone as far as we can go. Let me a drink. I don't know. I had to give up because of the mad shit I was doing. You know that kind of one where I don't know if anyone here has ever binge drank. You know where say you're on day 5, you haven't had a solid 5 days, by the way, it's just been by about day 5 you find yourself in town about 1:30 in the morning and you realise, oh fuck, I need a shit really urgently. You just see the lights of a nightclub and you start to wander towards it because they've got the advertising in there. You somehow get in, I don't know how the fuck you get into nightclubs, pissed, but anyway, you get in, you're looking for a toilet, there's queues everywhere, you can't fucking get, you eventually find somewhere, you just get in, you pull down the trousers, it's messy. And then you realise after you've done the business that you've got to check for a toilet roll first. So then you start looking around you, can't see any, you start rifling through the pockets of all the coats hanging up around you. Nothing in there either. It was a cloakroom. That's not the worst. Try shitting in a baby's cot and see if the family still talk to you a few days after. The baby wasn't in it. I don't know. I tried the marijuana plan for a while. Has anyone here ever smoked weed? I like that gentleman that said yes straight away. I will be over to you as soon as I am off stage tonight to see if you can help me out. It's kind of a weird. Weed is a. I'll just explain for all the lying bastards in the room who never smoke. I'll just explain what being stoned feels like. Being stoned is a little bit like, you know, when you've walked into your kitchen and you've forgotten what you went in for. It's like that all the time. But with just a hint of panic. Right? And do you remember the Olympic swimmer, Michael Phelps, got done smoking weed and all his sponsors pulled out on him. Do you know who his first sponsor was to pull out? Fucking Kellogg's. Like somebody from Kellogg's went, we don't want weed smoking associated with our quality products like frosted ricicles and Cocoa Pops. That's not our target market. Kellogg's, that's your only market. People only buy that chocolate flavoured shit at 2:30 AM from a garage when they've gone down to get cigarette papers. They see a box of chocolate flavoured cereal down the back going, oh, that'd be fucking lovely, the lads love me when I bring that back. And even then you forget to get milk. You're back in your flat 20 minutes later eating dry Cocoa Pops out of a hastily empty potpourri basket because you haven't washed bowls in a month either. Sorry way to live. I'll change though. It's kind of funny when you find yourself standing on a stage in front of a mostly female audience with a slight erection where you realise that the second you have said that they have all momentarily glanced at your crotch. I don't have an erection, by the way, just for anyone now thinking of a tiny cock. I'll be honest with you, my sex life is largely internet based. So it's not the length that counts, it's the bandwidth. My second favourite joke, thank you. I'll tell you what my favourite one is after that. So I don't know. the weed smoke, basically I weighed up the pros and cons. A life of being constantly drunk versus a life of being constantly mildly high. Like, what's the worst that could happen if you're always drunk? Probably get behind the wheel of the car, get into an accident, something mental like that. The worst thing I've ever done stoned, this is the bottom line for me, worst thing I've ever done stoned, I once got so fucked I couldn't stand up and I had to sit through 4 hours of SpongeBob SquarePants. Which, if anything, is a lot fucking better when you're stoned. I strongly recommend it. The babysitting hours just whiz by. Right. Don't really know if he leaves kids with me anymore. I don't know. That's not, I don't know, but you guess, I've gotten over the drink and the drugs thing. The kind of, the one that fucks me up most now is I'm trying to be professional tonight, but I'm going through some shit at the minute, and I'm trying not to fucking take it out on women. Right? Now, before I get into this, I have a bit of a reputation recently amongst other comedians. Before I get into this, I just need to make this very. A friend of mine got into a conversation in a Galway comedy club recently with Punter about comedy, and my name came up in conversation because I'm huge. Anyway, this punter said to my friend, "Have you ever heard of that Dublin comedian Robbie Bonham?" That's me. 11 years of this shit. Have you ever heard of Robbie Bonham? And my friend went, yeah, I know, he's a friend of mine. And this is what this punter said about him. He said, he's very funny. He's a misogynist, but he's very funny. Now, 2 things about that statement. 1, it's not strictly true. I'm not very funny. And 2, laugh at that joke. Reverse psychology at work there, fucker. And 2, I might have to explain what the word misogynist means for some of the room. I don't know. Can somebody tell me what a misogynist is? You! Well, obviously, but it's not just me. Well, that's it. Give a punter a bigger clap than you give I'm pretty sure I am, but I'm also pretty sure the dictionary didn't invent the word just to describe me. In general, can somebody tell me what misogynist is? Yeah. That's the equivalent of putting up your hand to answer a question. I'm going to go, yeah, you. You go, go to the toilet. Misogynist, somebody that hates women, essentially. Now, I need to make it very clear before I plug on to the rest of tonight's jokes. I don't hate women. I'm just onto yous. Right? There's a very fucking fine line between the 2. And when you're still fucking single at 44, you have to wonder about this very good fucking reason I haven't fucking taken the bait. I don't know what. I'll tell you actually, before I go on with these, being single in your 40s, it's a little bit like being Doctor Who. In that you're now either hanging around with women way too young for you, or you're running away from fucking monsters. It's one or the other, you know what I mean? It's just... that was my favourite joke. I'm surprised you know what Doctor Who is, because they won't let you look at fucking BBC iPlayer. I don't know, it's women. Here's the thing, right? There's a few double standards you have going on that if you want true equality with the rest of us, you have to fucking let go of shit. I mean, even little things like holding doors open for you. I've never understood why you'd hold the door open for a woman. What if there's bears inside? Or knives? Or bears with knives? No, it's kind of... the man should go in, I don't know, but there's other shit like women's prerogative. And I want to ask this while I'm here, particularly as we have women from outside the country here as well, because I'm only used to Irish women. Women's prerogative, as far as I can work out, basically means that a woman has final say on every decision in a relationship. Am I right?
Disagree.
You disagree? And are you single or with somebody?
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, you see. You have not been doing it right all these years, Linda. I'm sorry. You have final say, and Irish men know it. If you just want to... Women are even allowed to change plans on us at the last minute. Lads, you might think you know what you're doing next Friday. You get there and discover, surprise, surprise, she's moved the fucking goalposts yet again. To include a 9-hour visit to her parents in fucking Milford. You know what I mean? It's kind of... I mean, men, have you ever tried changing plans on a woman at the last minute?
Yep.
You fucking fool. Are you single or with somebody?
I'm with somebody.
You're with somebody? Are you gay, sir?
I think.
You never change plans on a woman at the last minute.
Oh yeah, I'm realising it now. Like.
Yeah, well, don't be so proud of your answer in the first place. They don't fucking like it. You change plans on a woman. All that happens is she starts fucking slapping your chest and crying, and it's all, the church was booked and all our friends came from. I know it's only the men laughed at that joke. Women, you were right not to, because you have no idea how true that joke actually is. This happened to me 4 years ago. It didn't happen that cruelly. We broke up a while before the wedding, but it was the best thing for both of us. We're actually still good friends because we both knew we were doing it for the wrong reasons. And it actually went so well, I've no jokes about it. I was hoping to get at least 15 minutes of material out of her breakdown, but it never happened. That's fucking freaking me out lately, actually. We're 10 years together and I broke up with her 6 weeks before our wedding and she's been cool about it ever since. That cries fucking, look out, Rob. She's planning something quietly and your fucking guard is down. But no, we're good friends and it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird. It's, because you know, 10 years was and now I've found myself at 40 years of age, suddenly fucking single. Except this time with the internet. Fucking hell. I don't know how the next generation of people are gonna cope. Fucking, they're practically married in a week. It's kind of... now, I left it... We broke up when I was 40. I waited until I was about 41 before I hooked up with anyone else. Because you need to leave a period of grace after such a long relationship, just so it looks like you cared. My 41st birthday, I just went, fuck, I need sex, I need me hole. It wasn't even that I needed sex, per se. I was 40, I just wanted to make sure my bits still worked, you know what I mean? I was 41, I just come out of a 10-year relationship, so I hadn't had sex in 5 or 6 years as I was.
God bless you.
I don't even know where you go. I'm 41 years of age, and where the fuck do you even go to pick up women anymore? It's not like I can go to... I don't drink, so I can't fucking go to a pub. I'm too old for fucking discos and shit like that. I ended up in a fucked up nightclub in Dublin on my 41st birthday. We ended up in this nightclub in Dublin, and I met a woman. Now, the world has changed since I was last single. This woman, she was absolutely gorgeous, don't get me wrong. She was a little bit taller than me, a little bit broad-shouldered, quite large hands, if I'm perfectly honest. Oh, fuck off, she was lovely, right? She was dressed nice, everything right down to the scarf. Couldn't fault I couldn't fault a thing with her, right? We got talking and we clicked. And we ended up kissing. Best kiss. Thank you. You won't be doing that at the end of this joke. Best kiss I have ever had in my life. She asked me back to her place, so I said, fuck it, kiss back. What's the sex gonna be like? So I went back to her place. We started messing around on our couch, and eventually I slipped my hand down the front of her knickers. And I am not fucking joking. She had a vagina. The fuck is going on out there? You think you know what you're getting and then you get hoodwinked at the last minute. Has the world gone nuts? Letterkenny, you are much more comfortable with a transsexual joke than anywhere else in Ireland. I don't know what that says about you. I do have one more transsexual joke. I may or may not do it. We'll leave it as a surprise. But I don't know. Women. He just. No, I've got the microphone. You go and write a set, and then put in about 7 years of open, unpaid spots, where you're losing money every gig, and then one day you'll get asked to play the dizzying heights of the Voodoo bar. Don't get me wrong. It's a pleasure for you to come to this. What have you got for the rest of the year? Fucking Nick Kershaw. You do have Nick Kershaw, by the way. I'm not sure if you've heard of that. He was playing up the road in a month. 80s legend. Fucking hell. So was Ronnie Biggs, but you know, nobody fucking. What the hell was it? Oh, I was giving out about women. No, by the way, just before I'm aware men aren't the you know, saying this. Thank you, love. I love that. Men, we have our issues. I'll let you in on this one, girls. Every man in here tonight, including the bar staff, every guy here tonight has at one point in his life tried to suck his own cock. Because we have to know for definite whether or not we can do it, and there's only one way to find that out. You know what I mean? You ask a man, can you suck your own willy? He'll have a fucking yes or no answer. Do you know what I mean? It's not, can you suck your own willy, sir? Yeah, well, I don't know if he gets a yes, but he's one of the few who tried and succeeded. Or suck-cocked, whatever the word is. Most of us try and fail.
Try again.
It doesn't grow any longer, just wait. Trust me, I've tried tricks, I've tried growing a beard just for a little bit of tickle. Doesn't fucking... I think it's one of those things, lads, you can do it if you believe it enough. It's like when you try to use the Force. Unless you believe it, nothing's gonna happen. And we've all fucking tried that, fuck off. Every guy since Star Wars has come out has tried once in his life, usually the first time he's drunk. You know, you sit down, pissed, you realise the remote control is over there. Getting up is not option A. You know, not till you've done the... Fuck you! It would frighten the shit out of you if it actually did anything. Or you hit yourself in the head with it. I've tried it more than once. Sober. But, I don't know. No, we've all tried. Come on, lads. It's not even something you have to plan. You could be just sitting on your own on a Saturday night in the bath. Feeling a bit horny. It's already bobbing above the water to meet you halfway. You know, it's like a little Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now, peering up out of the snow. Anyway, that's all the bad stuff about men out of the way. Back to women. So, I don't want to sound like I'm blaming women. I'm obviously not cut out for relationships. I can't do relationships because they're like a fucking full-time job. And I don't do full-time jobs. I do this shit for half an hour a night. If I could do relationships for half an hour a night on a stage in front of an audience of mainly judgmental-looking women, I'd be happy. But you know, you can't. They're a full-time job. They're actually exactly like a job. Well, apart from the fact you are drunk for the interview, I suppose. It'd be great if it was more like a job, but it'd be great in a relationship if you could just hand in 2 weeks' notice as soon as you want out. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to go through months of passive-aggressive silence or acting like a prick until she hates you enough to break up with you. That's how we do it in Ireland. It'd be great if you could just go up to her when you want out. Just go up to her and go, listen, babe, I'm finishing up with you Friday week. I got a much better offer, I'll be honest. I'd be mad not to take it. She wants me to start on the Monday. I'm not rushing into Ant Love. I've been going for interviews for months. I know what I'm doing. It'd be like the last 2 weeks in any job as well. You try and steal as much shit as you can on the way out. Shit you don't even need. Just because it's lying there and it hasn't been used in a while. Fuck it, I'll take our hair stripers. You can use it to make very small toast. It does actually work. You can get over the taste of burnt hair dye. But I told you I'm single now. I'm refusing to learn to cook. I don't know. I blame Marilyn Monroe. She's kind of the first heroine of women, you know, of the free world. She was fucking the head. Have you ever heard any quotes that she or ever attributed to her? She came out, she's famous for the quote, "If you can't handle me at my worst, you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best." What kind of psychotic thinking is that? Can you imagine a man coming out with that statement? Well, I tend to get a bit heavy with my fists, but if you can't be around for that, you sure as hell don't deserve to enjoy my company when I'm experiencing an upswing. And you wonder why you find yourselves dead in swimming pools, for fuck's sake. I'm after spotting a couple of very angry looking women down the back when I told that joke. I'm going to have to steer away from that line of... The next couple of jokes are much worse. Doesn't do that for me, it's only cold. Thanks for the stage direction. Yeah, they never stop. Like, even advertised, men are, we get a fucking raw deal, I think. Like, if you see ads on TV for women's products, and by women's products I mean kitchenware, sanitary towels. That seems to be all you're into if TV is asked to go away. But most ads on TV run along the lines of this, right? Ha! My husband's a fuck with! Come on girls, go and buy tampons. That's most ads on TV. For anything. Admittedly, I haven't watched TV in a while, but I saw an ad on a bus shelter in Dublin for Clairol hair dye. It was a bus shelter ad, right? And I had a picture of a redhead, lucky redhead, and underneath her picture it had the words, "I like my hair like I like my men, easily changed." Oh, man, you don't know how bad that sounds to men. You don't know how that hurts us. Because if you tried to reverse it, if you tried to sell shit to men and slag women in exactly the same way, do you know how nasty that would sound? You're about to. I say, I am, thank you. Guess you'll be coming up to talk to me after the show tonight, wreck me head for 10 minutes. Not even offer me a drink. Or sex. You're alright, dude. No, seriously, you killed it for me now. I'll say I want to sell shit to men, right? I don't even know what men are into. Stationery? We go with stationery, right? I've already written the joke, we're going with stationery. You don't need to advertise porn to men, for fuck's sake. Men know where to find it. Even if you took a man's laptop away and his fucking eyes, he'll still find it, right? So, I'm selling stationery to men, right? Now, do you know the A4 refill pads?
No.
Well, I'll ask educated people. Do you know I use them to write my jokes in. That's how I thought of this in a moment of desperation. Say I'm selling A4 refill pads to men, and I'm slagging women. And this is no worse than the Clairol ad. It will just sound worse, because it's just the nature of the sexes, right? But it'd be something like, "I like my A4 refill pads, like I like my women. Ruled and punched twice near the spine to keep them in line with the others. Now, if you try to... Don't clap that, you sick bastards. Don't clap that. Just saying. When you try to say that publicly on a bus shelter or upstairs in a downtown Letterkenny pub, you get killed before you've had a chance to light your cigarette. Okay, this next one is the worst one. You go with it. And this is on, I'll leave the subject, but it's still on the subject of double standard, and it's something I've noticed being single with the internet. Are we all on the likes of Facebook, Twitter, shit like that? Huey is right. And this is something I see regularly. You see on Facebook, a woman has just gotten her heart broken by some bloke, and she go on Facebook and go, "All men are bastards!" And all her friends will rally around her on her Facebook page. "You're fucking right, Deirdre. They're all fucking bastards. Every one of them. Fuckers." And most men will see this conversation and go, "It's obviously an upset woman. I have no right to even enter this conversation. I'll let her think we're all bastards. She'll calm down. I'll phone her up in a couple of weeks with consolation phone call. I get her right out. We'll see how it goes." But you know, we just, you know. Now, it's completely different. If a man gets his heart broken and goes on Facebook, right, and announces, say, all women are cunts, right? All of a sudden, he's the one with issues. Do you know what I mean? Now, there is a very good reason for this double standard, and it's basically because all women are cunts. Now, I didn't mean that. I just wanted to hear how it sounded. I meant to have a lot more confidence when I said it, but I buckled at the last minute, which got a few views going. Obviously, I don't mean that. 90% of you are cunts. But I'm saying that. No, shut up. I'm working towards the end of my set. I haven't got time to handle hecklers now. I'm saying that 90% of men are bastards. 90% of every group is a cunt. It doesn't recognise sex or race or age or profession. 90% of every group is a cunt, without exception. Well, except obviously for this audience. Because you all have the good taste and grace to come out and enjoy live entertainment on a Thursday night. You are all sound, you know what I mean? With your friends and family, cunts the lot of them. I can't believe I'm even still alive. So I gotta go. Not one off, fuck's sake. That's too late now. Before I go, I just want to get one thing off me chest. Is that an echo? The type of echo that turns your voice into a female voice? Because I could really use that feature for wanking when I'm at home tonight, I'll be honest with you. Shout out my own name, hear it again in a woman's voice. Whoa! Right. I'm glad someone remembers my name. So before I go, I just want to get one thing off my chest.
Do it.
Women! No, this is unique. This is unique to Irish women, so I'm letting you away with it, right?
I'm not Irish, so that's good.
I know, yeah, that's the point I was making. You seem to have the same capacity to talk as Irish women. But
Bring it on!
have I not been bringing it on for the last 40 minutes? Do you want it to get physical? No, that's not an offer of sex, that was a challenge to a fight, just in case there's any. This is something, again, it's mainly Irish women. And it's something I have to pull you a bit over about because the rest of the men are afraid to say It's the nagging. You got to fucking stop with the nagging. Right? I broke up with my ex 4 years ago. I still get ghost nags. Like, When I'm having a shower, I can still hear her voice in my head telling me to wash particular body parts properly this time. Which, to be honest with you, is information I can still use, so I don't mind. But what happens with most Irish men is, after about year 2 in a relationship, we become able to zone out the nagging involuntarily. And ladies, you probably find you need to come up with more inventive nags to penetrate our nag force fields. Like if we see a weird nag floating around, we will roll the window like, oh, it's not getting in. Like the last 2 weeks I was with my ex, she nagged me about weird shit just to get through. She nagged me about stuff I refused to use. You know, like credit cards, dental floss, toothpaste, the right hole. You just gotta, you squirm at the anal sex joke, but you're alright with the transsexual stuff. What the fuck is going on with you? Can I just say, by the way, that anal sex joke was just for check. I've never, just on the off chance I get lucky here tonight, I'm not into anal sex. I've never had anal sex. I've no interest in it. It seems to me a bit disgusting. But it seems a bit pointless when there's a perfectly nice hole just 2 centimeters away from it. It's not like she left her vagina over the far side of the bedroom. You have to walk across a cold floor and your bare feet just to fuck it.
She could be on her period.
I'm just saying. I didn't hear that. I'm not going to fucking ask. So there we go. I'm just saying I'm not into anal sex. That's all. I might try it once. If she's really hot and her penis isn't too big. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Robbie Bonham. Thanks for listening to my long